Hi there, this is Infinity, and today I'll tell you about products you didn't know how they're made. There's going to be a lot of interesting stuff. Let's go! Soap is a very important product. It's been particularly important over the past year in context of the pandemic that's already bored us all. Now we're constantly soaping our hands but don't even know how exactly this product's made. This is worth fixing. Modern soap making has nothing in common with that practiced in the past. The first products were made from wood ash and lard. Over time, oils, juices, and clay were added. Today, soap is based on soluble salts produced chemically from fatty acids. As additional components, soap contains oils, fats, fragrances, dyes, glycerin, and cosmetic additives. Soap production is based on the saponification reaction, which produces alkali metal salts and alcohols. Heated fats are saponified with caustic alkali in special containers. As a result of the reaction, a homogeneous viscous liquid is formed in the brewers, which thickens when cooled. The soap-making process produces laundry soap. By adding fragrances, dyes, and cosmetic ingredients, manufacturers make soap with a pleasant fragrance. The same soap you have in your bathroom, or maybe you have liquid soap there. Well, the difference with liquid soap is that it contains potassium hydroxide. As for the rest, the process of making it is about the same. Soap making is an interesting process, but shouldn't we look at something even more interesting? For example, the production of condoms. As with soap, production of contraceptives has constantly changed and improved over time. I'll tell you about the modern production of natural latex condoms. Once it arrives at the factory, a mix of chemical components is added to the latex, which gives it elasticity, strength, and tightness. In tanks with constantly moving agitators, the mixture matures for a few days before entering the production line. The conveyor is a long bath for the latex mixture and glass phallic molds moving under it. The molds are immersed in the latex and a thin membrane is formed on them. Under the influence of high temperature, the membrane acquires strength and elasticity. After that, the molds are dried to prevent the product from sticking. Then it's time for packaging and wrapping. A lubricant is applied to each condom and a flavoring is added to some types of condoms. The primary packaging must be airtight and protect condoms from damaging factors such as air and light. Most often, it's a membrane with a layer of foil. Cardboard is usually added as a secondary packaging. The batch number, date of production, and expiration date are printed on the packaging. Then the product is sent for quality control and, having passed, it goes to the stores. Instant Noodle. Instant Noodle is the salvation of all students and people forced to live out the rest of their month on the last money left over from their paychecks. But have you ever wondered how exactly this legendary food is produced? If not, then you should know that the production process is very interesting, and it goes like this. It all starts with sifting the wheat flour. Egg powder is added to it, after which this mixture is sent to the dough-making machine. Then it's dosed and mixed with water from an artesian well and salt. After these manipulations, dough is obtained. It's rolled into two thick sheets. Proceeding from one roll to the other, the dough gradually becomes very thin, after which it's cut into thin strands. This is done with circular slitting knives. It's at this stage that manufacturers achieve the famous corrugation of the noodle. Then comes the boiling stage. It's extremely necessary because further the noodles should be cooked instantly. If this step was absent, we'd have to cook instant noodles the same way we cook usual pasta. Instant noodles become instant noodles precisely because it's boiled in a factory. The noodles boiled with high-pressure steam. After steaming, the noodle threads are washed with salt water to wash off the excess starch that accumulates on the noodle surface during steaming. Next, the noodles dried in oil, cut into briquettes, and placed in packages. After some other manipulations, the briquettes are quality controlled, packaged, and sent to the stores, where hungry customers are already waiting for them. Ice cream is adored by children and adults alike. You may have eaten this dainty recently, and some of you are doing it right now. But have you thought about what's happening before ice cream gets on your store shelves? Well, let's find out. Let's take a trip to an ice cream factory. Here, the rules of sanitation and hygiene are strictly observed. The range of temperatures used in the production of this dainty is astounding. It ranges from plus 85 to minus 40 degrees Celsius. First, the milk mixture used to make the ice cream enters the pasteurizers, where it's kept for about 15 to 30 minutes at a temperature of 65 to 85 degrees Celsius. It's then passed through homogenizers, machines that work under great pressure. This improves the consistency of the ice cream. It becomes more tender and buttery. The mixture is cooled and then pumped into large tanks. Now we have a chilled and pasteurized mixture. It's sent to the freezer, where it freezes instantly and the temperature goes down to -4 to -6 degrees Celsius. In the freezers, the main process of turning the milk mixture into ice cream takes place. After the freezer's done its work, the flavors are added to the ice cream. Here we have fruits, berries, candied fruit, etc. Production's finished. All that's left now is to pack the ice cream and send the dainty to the stores. Mascara. Did you know that modern mascara was created in 1915 by Thomas Williams for his sister, Mabel? At first, it was a mixture of charcoal dust and Vaseline. Hence, by the way, the name of the famous cosmetic brand, Maybelline, which combines the words Mabel and Vaseline. For more than 100 years, the mascara production has undergone a lot of changes, but one thing's unchanged. This decorative cosmetic is intended to emphasize the lashes. The main element of any mascara is the pigments, soot traditionally used for the black mascara. But the common ingredients for the production of any mascara are water, wax, and vegetable oils. Depending on the purpose of the mascara, the ingredients can change. For example, the extending and non-waterproof mascara has a lot of flexible polymers and microfibers in its composition. Its base is water, soft surface active ingredients, different types of animal wax and dyes. Such mascara is tear-resistant but can easily be removed with soap and water. The waterproof mascara has slightly different composition. It's based on volatile solvents, different types of waxes of animal origin, vegetable waxes, paraffin, and dyes. Lipstick. Pencil lipstick is a relatively recent invention. Only at the end of the 19th century they began to give lipstick exactly this form for the convenience of putting it on the lips. However, product ingredients have remained practically unchanged. The basis of every lipstick is the same. It's a wax of natural origin. It not only gives the lipstick its consistency, but also cares for the skin of the lips, nourishes it, protects against the loss of moisture, and helps to heal chapped lips. In addition to wax, lipstick contains vegetable oils. Castor oil is the most widely used thanks to its caring properties, resistance to oxidization, and low cost. Less commonly used in lipstick is coconut oil, which is an excellent nutrient and has regenerative properties as well as a number of other pluses. Often lipstick is made from paraffin and Vaseline. These ingredients make production of lipstick cheaper, but they don't have the same positive and caring effect on the skin of the lips as natural oils do. Lipstick necessarily contains dyes that are approved for use in the food industry. They can be natural or artificial. This characteristic doesn't affect the quality of the lipstick. Modern lipstick must have a caring effect, so in addition to oils and waxes, it may contain a lot of active ingredients. Today I told you about many products. They're made in different ways, but they all have one thing in common. They need to be put somewhere. And where do we put our food and other stuff in stores? That's right, in plastic bags. Or in paper bags if you want to prevent damage to the environment. And yet, at the end, I'll tell you about the production of plastic bags. Eco-activists, please don't take offense at me. Polyethylene is produced in the form of pellets during the polymerization of ethylene in petrochemical plants. A special device called extruder is used to make a membrane from the pellets. Polyethylene pellets are put into the device and then sent to the heating chamber where they're mixed and melted into a homogeneous mass at an average temperature of 180 to 240 degrees Celsius. The mixture is then extruded through a special hole, which sets the thickness of the future membrane. In the next compartment of the extruder, an air stream cools the polyethylene sleeve and directs it to a cylinder where it's wound into rolls. If you want to get a member of a certain color along with the pellets, the device is loaded with dyes. Now a logo needs to be applied to the bags because most of these bags are used in stores and other branded places. The process then requires a machine with which you can cut the polyethylene sleeve, form the folds, seams, and handles of the bag. That's it! The plastic bags are ready. And that's all, guys. Production of which product impressed you the most? Write it in the comments section down below. If you liked the episode, subscribe to the channel, press the like button, and don't forget to stay notified of upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.